All right, we're going to go ahead and get started since it is 10 minutes now. My name is Kyla McConnell, Federowitz, that's recent. And today we're going to be talking about mobile marketing and you. Yeah, there's an app for that. And basically we're just going to go over the different legs of mobile marketing and how they could possibly benefit your company, your business, your brand. So let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona, a native, which is very rare. A lot of people come from different places, which I always enjoy, but I am one of the few folks who were actually grown from the dirt out here. Once I got done with high school, I wanted to get out of Arizona, so I moved to Texas and attended Texas Southern University, where I took classes, a majority of my classes, in marketing and communication. From there, I moved back to Phoenix, where I started working at Power 92.3 back then. Now it's Power 98.3, to the hip-hop station. I worked my way up from an intern to the promotions coordinator, where I ran the entire intern department, as well as the entire promotional staff called the Flavor Unit. Sorry, my voice is going in and out, so if I squeak a little bit like a prepubescent boy, don't worry about it. And I absolutely love that job. That's really where I got into promotions and marketing and how to build a brand and to present it to different genres, because you always want to know who your target audience is and you want to bring the best information to them that you can. After the economy started getting bad, people stopped spending money on advertising on radio. And I lost my position at the radio station, unfortunately. But it didn't ruin me. I am a fighter. I started doing events, weddings, reunions, family events. Love what I do. Actually had a wedding just this Friday, so I was getting the wedding ready and getting my presentation ready, which is always fun. And then I started Hype Mobile Solutions just this year, which is a company that builds mobile apps and websites and creates mobile marketing campaigns for small to medium-sized businesses, for people who don't necessarily have the time or the technical skills to do it themselves. But everybody here is techie, so I know that you guys can do all this. So I'm here to help you figure out how you can build your brand for yourself on the mobile marketplace. That's enough about me. So I don't like to talk about myself a lot. So let's go ahead and move on to what is mobile marketing. Let me get that arrow out of the way. Actually, I need you for a second. And this is a cool little video I put together on Sparkle. It's SPARKOL. It's a scribe program that does the hand scribing. I should have put some music on there, but just play some music in your mind. And what is mobile marketing? Here are a few of the different legs. We have QR codes, which a lot of people are very familiar with. You see them everywhere. Food, bottles, cars, which are not a very safe place to put them on, because usually you're driving when people see them, stuff like that. Mobile apps and websites, which are very, very important, and we'll discuss why they are so important to your brand. Next, we also have SMS messaging, text to win, text to enter, those types of things, which are awesome campaigns that can really, really improve and give you a great leads list, a homegrown leads list. And something that's very, very new and I think is going to be bigger than QR codes is NFC technology, near field communications, which I think, I'm a lazy person. Personally, when it comes to technology, I don't want to have to scan, and download all this stuff. NFC is going to create a new way to share information without having to do all those steps. And here is basically a definition of mobile marketing. It's fun, interactive advertising created specifically to be viewed on mobile devices. Sorry, that went kind of fast. But that's what my view of what mobile marketing is. It may be different for you, but those are a few of the legs. And as the technology grows every day, there's going to be new stuff that you can add to your campaign that's going to be easy to use and very effective. But these are just some that exist right now. All right? And so we'll go on. I should point this. All right. Now, why do you need mobile marketing? It's so very important to be seen in the mobile marketplace. I'm going to show you some stats of how fast mobile is growing and why your brand needs to be seen. And I have a saying that I like to say, if they can't view you, they can't use you. If they can't view you on their mobile site, they're not going to use you, and especially with viewing rates going up on mobile devices and going down on PCs, you really want to make sure that your customer can see your brand in your website. So here's another scribed video, and it has some facts. They're going to go kind of quick, so I'll try and run through them as quickly as possible. There we go. Stats. Yeah. All right. So basically, there are 4 billion mobile phones in use. 1.8 of them are smartphones. That number has actually grown since I created this. So that number has grown, of course. As we see here, by 2014, mobile internet searches are going to surpass PC mobile searches. People love their mobile phones. They actually keep it within 23 out of the 24 hours of the day. People sleep with their mobile phones next to them. They watch TV. They listen to radio. When I have my computer or when I'm on my laptop, I have my phone and my iPad next to me. That's what most people do. So if they have that technology next to them all the time, you want to make sure that you are being able to be viewed. Here are some things that people use them for. Games, weather, maps, and searches are some of the biggest ones. Shopping is going to become very big on that list, and there are a few things that aren't on there, like adult entertainment, that I think is going to grow as well. And as we see here, women aged 35 to 54 are the most active group in mobile socialization. You also want to remember that they are usually the monetary decision makers in their household. So that is a huge, huge demographic that if you have a business that targets households, families, moms, you have to be on the internet, because those are the people who are the mobile market, because those are the people who are accessing it all of the time. All right, mobile websites. Like I said, if they can't view you, they can't use you. If you are not able to be seen without being scrolled, scratched, or rolled, you're losing customers with every single tap. That's something that you don't want to do. With 5.6 billion phones in the world, 79% of companies do not have mobile sites. That means that right now your competition probably does not have a mobile web presence. In that case, you want to make sure that you are there. You are that photographer. You are that graphic designer. You are that book writer that has their information there, so that you can brag about it. Tell people you can view me anywhere. You can view my mobile website, you can view my apps, everything. You want to make sure that you have that footprint. And women and kids first. Just like when you have an emergency, you want to make sure that you focus on the women and the kids. Once again, those are the ones who are integrating into the technology the fastest, women, of course, and then you have the youth who absolutely love technology. Every phone that comes out, they're tweeting, texting, all that stuff. So if you have a brand that targets these two audiences, you want to make sure that you have your footprint. Let's go ahead and move on to mobile apps. What's the hype? So mobile apps are awesome. They're different from mobile websites in the sense that they are built to use the native functions on your phone, such as the geographical locations. You can do turn-by-turn directions, things of that sort that can bring your customers right to your front door. For restaurants, you can place your entire menu on your mobile app and allow people to order their food from it and it be delivered directly to them. It's those interactive things that you want to place on your app. To make sure that it gets approved by Apple, because they're very strict on what gets approved through their system. You can't just put anything on a mobile app and it gets approved through Apple. Now, Android's a little less strict. They give you a little bit more leeway. They're not as strict. Apple has a higher standard of what they want seen in the iTunes store. So you want to make sure that you put lots of fun functions on there, and there are a ton. You can put tip calculators. You can put, I've done things like a event cost calculator form for some that I've done for wedding coordinators and wedding events. So it's really about creating an experience, an interactive experience for your consumer, and making it really, really fun, because there's no point in spending the extra money and getting a mobile app, and it not be functional or fun for your guests to use. They're just going to use it once, they're going to toss it. So you want to make sure it's something that they go back to again and again. You're always updating it, you're always adding new stuff. Mobile apps are so sexy. I love them because they're so graphic. They can basically be a portfolio for all of your work. I've seen actors, graphic designers, all kinds of people use them, and they're so fun. And just to say that you have a mobile app, for some people, can get you business because you are a step ahead of the competition. You are doing more. You are going above and beyond what it takes to prove to your consumer that you're up to date with what's going on in today's technology. Simply amazing. And this is a statement that I use for both mobile apps and mobile websites, is that you want to keep your websites very simple because you want to remember they're being viewed on a 4-inch screen. So you don't want to use too much text that takes too long for them to read. You want to remember everyone's attention span is like this big. So you want to use a lot of great graphics. If you have to, invest in that, it is very much worth it. Because as humans, we eat with our eyes. We see, we love it. We want to be consumed with our eyes. So when we see something we love, we're going to buy it. We're going to click it. So keep it very simple. Keep the words keep the wording short but very effective. And that will definitely help keep it quick moving. You want to make sure that your app is very finger touch friendly and can move quickly throughout the system. So if you bog it down with too much text and photos, it's going to take forever to upload, and it ruins the entire point of having the mobile app. Another advantage is that the mobile app, you're always available to the consumer, whereas with a mobile website, they have to be in a Wi-Fi area to view it. So that's another perk to having a mobile app. But mobile websites are cheaper. So if you're looking for just a simple mobile solution, you can do just a basic landing page, for your mobile website, and that's good enough. As long as it looks good, you're doing better than, like I said, 79% of businesses that don't have that web presence. All right, SMS text messaging. So we've most of us, I'm a reality TV junkie, so some of my references will be to reality TV. But some of the hugest SMS text messaging campaigns have come from American Idol. Every time they have a finale, they have millions of kids, and I say kids, I don't know many adults that call in to win.
No, my wife did.
Well, sometimes you're a fan, and you call in, you text in to win, and from that point, they have your information. They can send you any email about American Idol, any email about Coca-Cola, anything like that. Cool thing is SMS text messaging is so cheap. There's no reason why you should not be using it. You could text to win your newest novel. You could text to win a free portrait session, Once you have gotten that, now you've got them in your hands. Now I have you, my pretty. Once they have texted in to win or texted for that discount, you have their information. You have a direct link to that consumer. So you want to take those leads and you want to make them count. You want to make sure that you are sending emails to them, reminding them of why they clicked in the first place. If they're clicking for discounts, 2 weeks later, send them another one. Obviously, they wanted the first discount because they texted the first time. So 2 weeks later, send them another discount. 3 weeks later, send them some information about a promotion. You now have a direct connection to everyone who has texted to enter your competition or your prize or what have you. And just for pennies on a dollar, you can create an awesome lead list of people who are actually interested in your product and your brand. Very awesome. A lot of people are starting to use it, but I think you're gonna see a big growth in SMS text messaging campaigns.
Do you know if SMS has to?
Yes, you do have to make sure that you have information that allows the people to unsubscribe from it, and I think that's great because I know that I want the option to unsubscribe from some of the text messages, especially like in my industry for weddings. You only have a short period that you're talking to that bride. Once she's married, my text messages don't necessarily apply to her anymore.
Seem offensive.
Exactly, or if the wedding didn't happen, So you want to give them that option to opt out, and that actually is a necessity for SMS text messaging campaigns. There are some rules and regulations.
I was going to say, you're missing a whole another opportunity, because over 50% of marriages end in divorce, so you get like 25% off special off their next
Exactly. Hey, you got married this time, 25% off your next one. That, you know what, me and you, we're going to do it. So, let's talk about QR codes, which are huge. Everybody sees them all the time. You know, they're used. Work it out. Basically, you scan it and you get sent to whatever the user wants you to, whether it be video, audio for bands. You can send it directly to, you know, your new awesome song. You can send it directly to your app, your website. Very, very useful piece of information. I've seen these placed on business cards. You know, they send you directly to someone's resume. Things like that sort is the innovation that I love with it. Because we all know that the person who created QR codes, they didn't create it for all that fun stuff. They created it for cars. It actually, in Japan, they created this to scan car parts and keep track of them while they're in the system. And just think of how innovative people have gotten with the QR codes. You can do absolutely anything with them, and people have. As you can see here at this car show, they placed a nice one right here on this young lady that gave more information about the car. I'm sure there were a lot of guys who were scanning, but I was wondering, I'm iffy about it because it's not flat, so I don't know how well it scans. Well, it might be. She looked like she got a little bit of bum back there, so I'm not sure how hard or easy it was to scan that particular one. But that's an innovative place to place a scan code. And then here's one that I highly don't suggest, is placing it on a freeway overpass sign. It looks like that's in California. That's scary because you should be driving, not scanning. So that one's a no-go. Please don't do that. I'm going to show you a really, really awesome video of use of a QR code. Some people may have seen this. Some people may have not. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. So this is a French tattoo artist.
Are we on?
And he has a huge following because he does a lot of interaction on social media. You know, he gets on YouTube and he shows you tattooing people, he shows himself tattooing people, his newest, artwork, really, really cool stuff. This is one of the most awesome uses of a QR code I've ever seen. Now, I don't know how useful this will be to him in like 50 years when technology has moved on and he still has this tattoo.
It should be the first ever animated tattoo.
Yeah, but we're going to see some pretty awesome stuff right here.
I'm going to set up our tattoo machine.
And this just shows you how creative it can be. You know, use your creativity when you're thinking of what to do. Don't be that average person. Don't send, it just directly to your email address or something. Make a video, make a viral campaign, make it fun. That's what people want. They don't want the same old semi-perform. Make it really, really fun. And then you'll get, this video has 3 million views. So when you do something fun and post it, it can get viral and bring you so much more exposure than you ever even considered. He's been featured on news channels in France because of this, all kinds of tech shows, all kinds of really cool stuff just because of this tattoo. He even lets people interact with him while he's doing the tattoos, which is really awesome. And as he's wiping it down, he's going to give you guys a showing of how it's going to work.
Everything works. I'm not 100% sure it will, but we're going to try. Okay, I'm done with it. Oh, all right, I think we got something good, guys. I think it's working.
That is awesome. For those people who don't like tattoos, you may not think it's as cool as I do, but to me that is so amazing. To think out of the box like that is kick ass, seriously. And that's what we need more of, because QR codes can be so boring. If you see them all, everywhere and they all do the same thing, people are not going to scan them. They're going to get tired of it. They're not going to think you're different. So you want to make sure that you do something awesome with your QR code and with people's time. If they're taking the time to check your business out, don't waste it. Definitely do not waste that time. All right?
How's that guy gonna feel though when he puts it on there and then there's a commercial?
Exactly. If someone's snagged his QR code. His girlfriend, it's a video of his girlfriend cussing him out over their last fight or something like that. Who knows what that could lead to? But, you could have it scanned and go to his resume. Who knows? All kinds of really fun stuff. This is my new love, and I'm so mad because I just bought an iPhone and they cannot do this. Yes.
iPhone 6.
Yeah. iPhone 8 probably. Well, I'm hoping. Let's see. Touch Me There. NFC technology, near field communication, is so very, very awesome. I think it's going to be bigger than QR codes, like I said, because everyone doesn't understand QR codes. They don't understand downloading the app, the scanner, then I have to download it, hold it, all that stuff. With NFC technology, you're going to be able to tap and share your technology. You've seen it on the Galaxy commercial where the two people bump the two phones together and pass information. Now people are going to be embedding microchips into things such as business cards, resumes, posters, all kinds of really fun stuff. Exactly. We have people who, there's a theme park that has them embedded into a bracelet, and people can, update their friends and stuff like that as they're going on rides and as they're taking photos and all that really fun stuff. So it's basically a QR code that you don't have to scan, you tap to get the information. So once again, it can send you to a mobile app, your website, your email, a video, audio, a portfolio if you're a graphic designer, or if you are a model, you could embed a chip into your headshot, and then once you're a producer, someone clicks on it, they can see your entire portfolio, a demo reel, all kinds of really fun stuff. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. And it's more than money. Once again, people are now using the NFC technology for more than it was created for. Of course, first thing people want is money, so banks people created first so you could pay, use your card, not have to pull out your credit card, all that stuff. You just tap and you get to pay for your entire event, meal, t-shirt, whatever you want to buy. Well, it's being used now for more than that, which is awesome. Once again, people are getting super creative with what they're doing with their NFC technology, and they're making it about more than just paying for stuff. Now you can, create your portfolio, upload all kinds of really cool stuff. Now, once again, I said Androids are the only phones that can do that right now. It's still a growing technology, but wait and see. I really do think this is going to be super, super huge here in the States, where people don't necessarily want to take that extra 3 seconds to download a QR scanner, or may not even understand it. I can definitely take my phone and do this. Anybody's grandma can do that. So that's what's going to revolutionize the mobile marketing, I think.
I think some of the Windows phones.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, as new phones get released every year, you're going to see more and more of them being embedded with NFC technology. If they don't, they're way behind. Yes, ma'am?
There's no way to obtain any kind of consumer.
With the analytics, I'm not too sure with analytics yet. I know with QR codes you can see it. So I'm assuming that eventually the technology will get there where you are seeing what phone is actually scanning it and pulling the information. So I think it most likely is possible, because they have to have some information is passed from the phone to the chip to actually get the information. So I'm not too sure what it is, but that's a great question. And I'm big on analytics. I always want to know who's tapping, who's sharing, who's sending my information. So that's always great to know. Thank you for bringing up that point. And I have a cool video for this as well. This is something that is been previewed at a few college campuses. It's called Brand Table, and it's in the food court of school. Oh, seriously? And this is really cool. As someone who loves food as much as I do, I would probably order some something from all of them and eat them all at once, but that's just me. So, I'll let it tell you what it does, because it says it a bit more eloquently than I could. Yeah, so basically you just place it over what looks like a coaster of the restaurant that you want, and you order directly from your table, and you pay directly from your table. That eliminates the county chain, it eliminates the line, people get to socialize and hang out a bit more instead of, waiting in line to pay for something or not knowing whether they have enough cash. It's really, really awesome. I think this is something that's not only going to take off in college campuses, but food courts everywhere. I think this will be really, really awesome because that's one of the things that people hate. I know if I go to a food court, the first thing I look is what restaurants, and then I look, how long is that line? I'm not going to wait 15 minutes for a Philly cheesesteak. So I think that is going to be really, really awesome and is going to change the way a lot of companies are able to share information, do business, and I pray and hope that people get super duper uber creative with those as they have with QR codes.
It also eliminates upsell.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's true. But you can always, you can always have that. Actually, that's not true because if you have the menu, you can always say right before they pay, you sure you don't want those cookies? You sure you don't want? So believe me, they will find a way to upsell more stuff.
Their app, they always add, when I add bread.
Exactly. Believe me, if there's a way to get you to spend more money, somebody will figure out a way to do it. So that is totally possible. So that's it. I'm done super early. I apologize for that. But if you want, we could do a hot seat if someone wants to come up and tell us a bit about their business, and we can kind of throw out some ideas of how mobile marketing may help. I would love to do that. Would anybody like to tell us about their business or anything like that? Or
Sure.
Let's start with Rebecca, because she was my first person here.
You have a good memory.
Yes, and I can read. So yes, ma'am.
No, it's just so far on the screen, I need to sit closer. Oh, goodness. I'm a retired Phoenix firefighter, drove a fire truck for a living, and from that experience, I'm taking not information, but what I've seen, the poor choices people have made into what I call the simple awareness method. And my concept is based on a symbol that has 4 words: stop, breathe, ask, choose. So stop before you make a choice or decision, take a deep breath, ask an open-ended question. Should I make this financial decision? Should I have another? Whatever it's going to be. Right. And then choose mindfully, consciously, wisely. Right. So my intention is to get this symbol out to the world, to make it the most recognized. Right. And it's simply a trigger. Right. Just to take a deep breath, maybe we can raise the consciousness of our world, to be more mindful of how we interact with people. So with that, I would probably do an SMS campaign where people could text for safety tips, or they could text you to initially enter a competition or enter, a giveaway. People love that. And once they're signed up, then you can start sending them, tips on better decision making, because now you have that leads list. So you can send those people, that entire leads list, any information that you have, because obviously they're already interested. If they've already sent you the initial SMS text message, then they're interested in what you have to say. Once you have them in your pocket, use them, send them information about events that you're going to. Send them your most recent press releases. You don't want to overdo it though. That's one thing, is if people are seeing an email from you every single day, that gets too much. Yeah, that gets way too much. Me personally, once a week I'm okay with. Once every 2 weeks I'm okay with. But anything more than that, it gets, I don't even like to hear from my mom that much sometimes. Sorry, Mom. But you want to make sure that you're not overwhelming your consumer as well, because there is so much that you can do with mobile marketing. You don't want to be beating them down with your message, but I love that. I would love more info on that. Now, any way that I can help you in your campaign, I would love to do so. So I actually work for the Mount Preserve Reception Center, which is the firefighters, Dan. Yeah, that's where I do my weddings and stuff like that. Yeah. Taco Bell. I don't want to tell you, I have an old website that's being developed into WordPress now, but it's simple.
Perfect.
This is the essence of what it's about, but I'm a little embarrassed to even announce that part.
Don't be, we're here to
I've
help.
got stickers if you want the stickers.
Yes,
Just,
yes.
Stickers are pretty.
AMC has a television show called The Pitch,
Oh, I
Yes.
love that show.
and they've done several brand or awareness type campaigns that included mobile components. So all those programs are available already online if you want to. I know there was one, I can't remember, but I know there was one that was particularly awareness of something that was not about trying.
And with it, I am going to create products that we use as triggers that affect the senses.
Right.
You know, so essential oil that will, you know,
Ooh.
trigger the smell,
Oh, yeah.
tactile,
Mhm.
rubbing stones, things like that. So just any way we can, you know,
Well, since you're working on your regular website, go ahead and make sure you create a mobile website as well. At least, I mean, if you're doing it, you know, I mean, if you're gonna invest that time into doing your regular, make sure that your mobile, at least your mobile landing page is good, you know?
yeah.
Thank you. Stickers for everybody. All right, Miss Karen, tell everybody about what you do.
Okay, so my husband and I, we have a book discovery business, an ebook discovery business, so readers can basically come to our website, learn about new authors, and buy books. We link them straight to
Okay, what I would see being helpful for your company, because I see it growing a lot, I would do a mobile app. And the only reason I would do a mobile app for your company is because with mobile apps you can do push notifications. So that means that everyone who has your mobile app, you can send a message directly to them. So if they already have your app, and because they're readers, they're going to be going to it again and again, finding your new ebooks, looking at the authors, looking at any videos you posted or events you've gone to. Once you get a new book or you publish a new one, you can send a push notification to everyone who already has that app. And that's your built-in clientele already. Most of them will, check the push notification because, as we all know, text messages are checked more often than email. You know, 90% of emails are spam now. That means 10% are checked. That's it. Whereas 98% of text messages are checked.
5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes, yeah, within 5 minutes, 4 minutes actually. So that's huge. That's very huge, and that includes push notifications. It would also offer turn-by-turn directions to your store. You can have a fan wall where some of your guests could post their favorite books, photos of them reading, their book club, all kinds of really cool stuff. So I think a mobile app has enough awesome features that you could add onto it to make it kick-ass for your Christian company. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. My bad. But it will make it a very awesome experience for your consumers, you know? So it's all about taking what's available and twisting it a little bit. I like to add fun stuff to my thing. Like I said, I created a site for a wedding coordinator, not myself. She's not my competition either, because I'm not going to do that. But I created an app for her, and it has an event cost calculator. It's not a function that they even feature. I had to create it myself, but it's super fun. Everybody who uploads it loves it, because while they're sitting there with the coordinator, they can type in how much she costs, how much they think lighting's gonna cost, how much they think the dress is gonna cost, and they have a direct calculation of what they think their event's gonna cost. They can email it to themselves, and that email also goes to the person who owns the app. So she now has that information of how much she knows the client is trying to spend, and can kind of fit her proposal to that price range. And I can also recommend people that I work with who are gonna give me a kickback that are within that price range. So it's really, really awesome. You can charge people to advertise on your app. You know, I did one for a company called YOLO Group Services, where they do urban travel and events. And they have a link for air travel and car rentals. And they charge Expedia to be that sponsor of that link. So now, everyone who goes to their mobile app and is looking for a flight only goes through Expedia. So that's amazing. You can do that with, you know, authors if you want. If they want to advertise on your site, you can charge them $20 a month, and you can do an author of the month.
That's
You know?
our business model.
Exactly. And just think, they can say, I'm not just on a website, I'm on so-and-so's mobile app. And for people who are in technology, we're like, okay, we hear that all the time, but some people are like, oh my God, really? You know, that's awesome to them, because they don't even understand how to put it together. So that amazes them that you even have that feature. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of other people's lack of tech skills to amaze them with your tech skills. Anybody else want to volunteer? Yes, ma'am.
My business is social media for older adults,
Yes.
so everybody 65.
Perfect, yes.
But the majority of my online. Get online.
Right.
So I just honestly I don't know.
What's it?
How to,
Okay. Well, with that, mobile apps would be good as well, because once again, they don't have to be online to access them. They're still fun. They're very easy to use. Seniors can use them. Anybody, you know, you just slide and you click. So it's very.
Text is big if they need.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You could use lots of graphics if you want. You know, use audio if you want, if that helps. Any, you know, new classes you have coming up, you can send push notifications. You can have a schedule placed on there where people can sign up, reserve classes, sell T-shirts, you know, sell books. Sorry, I'm going between two of you guys. You know, all kinds of really fun stuff. And that way, they don't have to go online. They don't have to be at a Wi-Fi hotspot. And, you know, nowadays, most seniors do have mobile phones. They are, you know, they have them. And once NFC technology gets big, then it'll be even easier for them, because then grandma doesn't have to scan. She can just tap, and it'll go right to your mobile site. She just has to press install. That's it, just 2 clicks. 2 clicks, and then she will be right directly to your business. So we're getting there. There's some people who are scared to get on the internet. Let them know it's not scary. But, you know, let them know it's not scary, but we are, mobile marketing isn't relegated to Wi-Fi hotspots. And that's the cool thing, is that there are different points of mobile marketing where you can always be connecting with your client, always interacting 24 hours a day. Even when your store is closed, your client can still be touching your brand, reaching your brand, and interacting. So.
Yeah, the mobile app sounds real good.
Exactly. You can link it to all your social media. So for those people who are huge on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, you can upload, you know, your fans. People can fan you directly from the app. It's a really, really great source, and it really can put you a step above your competition. I mean, I can't brag enough about how big mobile marketing is going to be. Just think of how often you have your phone. You know, and then think of how many people are in this country, and how many people have mobile phones, and how many people are getting mobile phones every year. Another market that I forgot to say that is very big in the mobile community is the urban market. You want to remember that a lot of those families don't necessarily have access to PCs, to, you know, laptops, and so forth. And it's been proven that they do a lot of their research and basic internet screwing around, you know, on their mobile phones. So that's why experimentation, better word. You know, on their mobile phones, which is cool, you know, and especially the youth, they're always texting, uploading. So urban youth is a really, really, really huge demographic. If you have, you know, something that is aiming at that target audience, you want to make sure that you're mobile. And then once you're there, once you have your mobile marketing, you want to use your Facebook to hype it up, to get people to download the app, to download your website, all that stuff. Use your regular marketing techniques to get the word out there, or get a QR code and send people to, you know, put a sticker on the back of your business card, and that way people can, you know, scan the information and see you as soon as, you know, see your portfolio or see your video as soon as you hand them your information. Yes, ma'am.
What about in-app advertising? Banners on free apps. Is that really effective, or is it about the same as like a web ad?
To me, the screen is so small that I don't want to share it with anybody, you know. It can be effective, but it can be distracting as well if it has nothing to do with what your brand has to do. So you want to be very selective.
Oh, I don't mean for me to put it in my app,
Oh.
but
You have advertising within other apps.
Yeah.
That's touchy to me because sometimes, if I go to an app, I'm going specifically for that information. I don't necessarily want to be sold a World of Warcraft game if I'm looking up what, you know what I'm saying, wedding. So if it's something that integrates with your book business, if it's something that can tie in seamlessly, then yes, do that. In fact, I would barter with the owner of the app if possible, if it's, local owned, if it's someone you know who actually is a business owner who owns that app. Find a way to barter with them. You promote on mine, I'll promote on yours, or something of that sort. Bartering, small businesses love to do it. I love to do it. I've bartered a few of my apps for travel, for hair services, all kinds of stuff. It's sad. No, but it is. But, that's the fun thing about it, is that it doesn't cost me a lot to create the mobile apps and mobile websites. It's just my time. And I can get a lot, of benefit from it, because I'm building my portfolio with every app that I do. My portfolio looks better, my skills get better, and I have more to offer to people. So, I grow. Is there anybody else who has any questions or anything like that? I'm basically done and a little parched at the same time, but thank you so much for listening. Thank you very much. All right, eat more cookies, please.
You're not selling cookies, are you?
I'm not telling them, no, they're free.
You can cross those with QR codes.
Actually, you can. If you get a Cricut food printer,
Yep.
you can print out your QR codes and put them on cookies.
Yeah, that makes sense.